Have you ever been afraid of something that used to be your best friend? What if your beloved companion suddenly became your worst nightmare? Welcome to the world of Cujo, where the line between love and terror blurs with every heartbeat. What happens when the calm of a quiet town is shattered by a force so wild and uncontrollable that it redefines survival? Cujo will test the limits of fear, loyalty, and survival in ways you never imagined. Title: Cujo, 2025. Genre: horror, thriller. Director: DarrenAronofsky, in talks. Producer: RoyLee, known for It, Barbarian. Release date: expected in late 2025. In the heart of Maine, where the winds whisper secrets of the past and the trees hold stories of forgotten horrors, lies the quiet town of CastleRock. A place that looks peaceful but is scarred by its own dark history. The Camber family lives on the outskirts in a sprawling farm surrounded by endless fields and a long-forgotten barn. Joe Camber, a rugged mechanic in his 40s, tirelessly works on a broken-down engine, while his wife, Charity, watches with concern. Their son, Brett, enters the room holding a baseball glove and asking if they can play catch. Joe, too wrapped up in his work, refuses at first but is eventually persuaded by his wife. Outside, they step into the fresh air, unaware of the growing menace that lurks in the shadows of their home. Their family dog, Cujo, a once gentle and loyal St. Bernard, stands on the porch, but something about him has changed. His once loving eyes now hold an unsettling emptiness. As Joe and Brett play catch in the yard, Cujo begins to act strangely, growling, barking, and staring at them with a fury they can't understand. Joe tries to calm him, thinking it's just a temporary phase, but Charity, concerned by the dog's sudden aggression, can't shake the feeling that something is terribly wrong. As the day fades into evening, Cujo runs after a rabbit, chasing it into a cave, where he is bitten by a bat infected with rabies. What was once a friendly dog has now become an unpredictable and dangerous force. Meanwhile, the Trenton family, VC, a successful advertising executive, and his wife Donna, arrive in CastleRock, seeking a fresh start in a quiet town. Their young son, Tad, excitedly explores their new surroundings. As they settle into their new home, they see Cujo from a distance, eyeing them with an unsettling gaze. The dog's enormous size doesn't go unnoticed by Vic, but Donna, sensing something is off, feels uneasy. Tad, innocent and unaware of the growing danger, becomes fascinated by the dog and runs toward him, unaware that Cujo's behavior has changed drastically. Later that day, the Trenton family experiences their own misfortune. Their car breaks down and Vicey decides to take it to town for repairs. As they drive down the driveway, they spot Tad playing near the now menacing dog. Vic, preoccupied with the car troubles, doesn't realize the danger lurking in their midst. The situation escalates when Cujo, driven mad by the rabies infection, attacks Vic, biting him viciously as he tries to defend himself. Vic's cries echo through the yard, and his struggle to break free from the animal's grip becomes a desperate fight for survival. Joe, arriving at the scene, tries to intervene, but Cujo's aggression is overwhelming. In the chaos, Vic and Joe struggle to regain control of the situation. Vic is severely injured, and the family is left in a state of terror as they realize Cujo has become an unstoppable force of destruction. Meanwhile, Donna and Tad, unaware of the full extent of the danger, arrive at the house only to find Vic wounded and the dog still roaming free. Panic ensues as they realize the full scale of the terror that has descended upon their family. With their car broken down and no way to escape, the family is forced to face the terrifying reality that they are trapped in the house with a rabid dog with no escape in sight. As the hours stretch on, they are forced to rely on each other for survival. Vic, weakened from his injuries, weakly reassures Donna and Tad, telling them to stay close and that everything will be okay, despite the mounting danger. The tension reaches its peak as Cujo continues to circle the house, driven by an insatiable hunger for destruction. The family must now battle not only the dog, but their own fears and desperation as they fight to survive. The once peaceful town of CastleRock has become a nightmare, and for the Camber and Trenton families, the line between loyalty and terror has been irrevocably crossed. In the end, Cujo becomes a story of survival, sacrifice, and the horrific realization that sometimes the greatest threats come from the places we least expect.